After 12 days and nights of constant retreat, and with the Germans now right on the doorstep of Paris, morale must have been beginning to falter, and Joffre needs to rally all of France's might and halt the enemy on the River Marne. But the men of the French and British armies are in a dismal state. One of the commanders in the French Fifth Army, when told to prepare for attack, looked like he had been hit by a truck. He declared that he cannot. My men have fallen down tired. They are completely exhausted. Their weapons and uniforms are in tatters. He was promptly told to, quote, march or die. There was one part of the defending forces that Joffre didn't command though, and that is the British Army. BEF had felt that they'd been left in the lurch by the French already, having their flank exposed a number of times in these first few days of fighting. Joffre finally managed to overcome the caution of Sir John French, and he gave this wonderful account of their meeting.
J'ai mis toute mon âme dans l'effort de convaincre le maréchal.
I put my whole soul into the effort to convince the field marshal. I told him that the decisive moment had arrived, and that we must not let it escape. We must go to battle with every man that both of us had, and free from all reservations. So far as the French army is concerned, I continued, my orders are given, and whatever may happen, I intend to throw my last company into the balance to win victory and save France. It is in her name that I come to you and ask for the British assistance, and I urge it with all the power I have in me. I cannot believe that the British Army will refuse to do her share in this supreme crisis. History would severely judge your absence. Then as I finished, carried away by my convictions and the gravity of the moment, I remember bringing down my fist on the table which stood at my elbow and crying, Monsieur le Marshal, the honour of England is at stake. Up to this point, French had listened imperturbable to the officer, who was translating what I said, but now his face suddenly reddened. There ensued a short but impressive silence. Then with visible emotion he murmured, I will do all I possibly can. Not understanding English, I asked the interpreter what Sir John had said. He merely replied, the Field Marshal says yes. Tea, which was already prepared, was then served.
Le thé déjà préparé était ensuite servi.
Joffre, once he had returned to his headquarters, then addressed his officers. Gentlemen, we will fight on the Marne. He signed the order that would be read to the troops when the bugles blew the next morning. And it read like this.
Nous sommes sur le point de nous engager dans une bataille.
We're about to engage in a battle on which the fate of our country depends, and it is important to remind all ranks that the moment is past for looking to the rear. Every effort must be made to attack and throw back the enemy. Troops that can advance no farther must, at any price, hold on to the ground that they have conquered and die on the spot rather than give way. In the present circumstances, no act of weakness can be tolerated.
Aucun acte de faiblesse ne peut être toléré.